way to, I guess I might have go to Lowe's. Home Depot, they don't ever open their gate to their garden center for some reason. I don't know if they don't have enough help. But you got to walk all the way through the store to the garden center. Then you got to walk all the way back out to the other end to check out. And I haven't been to Lowe's in a while. I know they carry a lot of different stuff that Home Depot does. I'm trying to find a anise salvia. That's the salvia plant that has the fragrant leaves, which I really like. A lot of people don't like it, and I've been trying to find one called Roman Red, Windwalker Red. It's the best hummingbird plant I've ever seen. So I'm going to see if they've got one of them, some kind. I'm pretty sure they won't have that one. One called Black and Blue is real good. There's Salvia Garantica. And I'm just going to see what they've got. I like the hyssop plants, the agastache. Sometimes you can find them, but usually not. It's a little late in the year, I guess, for salvias. They've probably sold out of them if they had them, but I'm going to look. Get me another bag of potting soil. I'm going to start putting most of my flowers in pots. Some of them will take the ground I've got, but most of them won't. When it gets wet, it stays wet too long, and disease, rot gets in the roots, and they don't do well. And some plants just don't like a lot of water. Some plants do. But if you're planting a plant and your pH is not totally out of whack, first thing that'll kill a plant is if it's either too dry or too wet. Not to fertilize. You can kill them with chemical fertilizers, but if you don't fertilize the plant at all, it usually won't kill it. It won't thrive, but it won't kill it. But water will. Either too much or not enough. I live, it's more controllable in a pot. I can't control the rain, I can't control the poor drainage in our soil. It has to be in a raised bed or in a pot. I like the raised beds. I have two, and I'm going to put me in a couple of more and go that route. Planted my little zinnia seeds yesterday in my two raised beds, so maybe in about a week or so I'll have some of those up. I know zinnias has been one of my butterfly favorites in my garden. Salvias and my coral honeysuckle have been the best plant for hummingbirds. The best one I ever had was, like I said, was one called Roman Red. It's a hybrid salvia, but boy, they love it. And the hummingbirds visit my Mexican sunflowers right now more than they do my feeder. Side of town from where I'm at. 10-minute drive, I suppose. supposed to get rain again this afternoon. I needed to cut my grass, but if it rains, I won't get it done today. To me, our Lowe's, I don't go there very often, but they have a better garden center than Home Depot here. And they've got people that work in it and don't keep the doors locked. Price-wise, I don't know. I don't come to Lowe's enough to keep up with their prices. The little garden, the nice nursery we have here, the Garden Spot Nursery, they had a little Salvia coccinea that I got last time. It's not an anise type. It has very little smell. It has little red flowers. And it's okay, but it's not the one I wanted. Little giant hyssop, I got at the Garden Spot Nursery. It's by no means a giant. I don't know where it got that name from. I think it's just labeled wrong. Probably a selling point. But it's only about 6 inches tall. It's got some little blooms on it, but I don't know how big it'll get. Maybe it'll catch on and take hold. I don't know. I don't know if they're putting in some kind of a, looks like maybe little sprinklers. Is that sprinkler or is that a cable? There's got to be sprinklers coming up every 10 or 15 feet there. Freshly plowed ground. I don't know. Traffic's moving a little slow through Slidell today. This truck in front of me can't get their foot off the brake. They're going about 20 in a 40. But not in that big a hurry. bigger. But people come through here and just steal stuff out of the containers, and they're just leaving, everything's left on the shelf. Well, here we are. I may do a little filming here, but I can't hardly do this filming it. Do what I want to do. The sun's so bright, I don't even know if my camera's on or not. Let me see if I can tell. Yeah, I think it's still running. Oh boy, they've got some pretty, they've got enough plants out here, I know that. Celosi, marigolds, some kind of impatiens. Have no idea what I want where it would be. Some portulaca. Heather. What's this shrub here? Texas sage. Texas sage. I think I tried to grow that once before. That pot of Texas sage is $50. It's got a pretty little pink flower on it. Lavender, lilac colored. But I don't think I want to spend $50 on the Texas sage. I want some kind of flower that the butterflies or hummingbirds will enjoy. It says that's a coleus, but I'm not familiar with that kind. Let me put my seeing glasses on. Man, I mean, they have got some flowers outside here.
This security tower is reporting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and is accessible by local police.
I don't even know what this plant is. Well, they've got two plants in that one. Some lantana. Gaura. I have a gaura. It's pretty, but I don't notice any of the insects coming to it that much, if any. Athena, Gaillardia. Knockout roses. Blanket flowers. Plumbago. Grapevines. Now here's some tropical hibiscus. They do wonderful here, but they usually won't survive if they're in the ground. Got some plants here. I'd say they've got twice as many plants as Home Depot does, or more. This is the herbs, mints, basils, rosemary. I think I might have to go inside. I bet I've done a terrible job trying to show these plants. I can't see my screen. I'm holding it in my hand. I probably got my finger over the camera. And they've got more than that inside. Pentas. Now the butterflies like the pentas. I'm gonna have to find me a cart. I got 2 pots in the front of the house I'd like to put something in. There's the Mexican petunias. I didn't even know you could buy them here, but they've got them. Okay, I'm going to cut this thing off for just a bit. Well, they had a couple, but it wasn't what I wanted. Had a guy in there that was very helpful. I ended up getting 1 bag of potting soil. That's it. I'm telling you, they've got 3 times as many plants as Home Depot does. My Home Depot. There's another Home Depot right over here, but I never go to it. Just across the street from here. Anyway, I'm gonna check out. Hope you have a good one. Might see you later, I don't know. Don't know what's gonna happen, but you have a blessed and peaceful day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.